Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. A deep dive into Matthew 6. 3. In today's fast-paced and recognition-driven world, understanding the true essence of generosity can be challenging. We often grapple with the dilemma of giving discreetly versus seeking acknowledgement. Whether it's a social media post announcing our latest charitable deed or a public display of benevolence, we're frequently caught between demonstrating virtue and humbly serving others. In this video, we explore Jesus' profound advice from Matthew 6. 3. Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. This ancient wisdom offers timeless guidance on genuine giving and the deeper spiritual fulfillment it brings. Let's begin by placing Jesus' words in context. The verse, part of the Sermon on the Mount, speaks to the heart of Christian teachings. Jesus addresses the crowd gathered before him, eager to impart lessons on spiritual integrity and humility. In this scripture, he cautions against performative acts of giving aimed at winning the praise of others. Instead, he promotes a path of quiet, sincere generosity, one that honors God above all else. So, what is the core message here? The directive to give in secret emphasizes sincerity and the purity of intent. It calls for charitable acts, referred to as alms, to be conducted out of genuine concern and love for others, rather than an opportunity for self-glorification. This teaching encourages deeper introspection, prompting us to examine our true motives before acting. Humility and sincerity are key to understanding the message of Matthew 6. 3. True humility involves recognizing and accepting our role as conduits for God's grace, rather than sources of our glory. When our acts of service stem from sincerity, they transcend worldly motives and align with our spiritual existence. They speak of our devotion and acknowledgement of God's overarching purpose in our lives. In stark contrast to sincere giving, performative acts are driven by the desire for external validation. Society often elevates visible gestures of charity, celebrating them with rewards and acclaim. Yet, this mindset can steer us away from authentic generosity. By prioritizing public recognition, we lose sight of the act's true meaning, entwining it with ego and vanity. Jesus' teaching invites us to pause and reflect on why we give. Are our actions driven by compassion and empathy, or are they influenced by societal pressures and the allure of praise? Introspection is essential to maintain the purity of our intent. By examining our motives, we foster authenticity and cultivate a spirit of humble service. The metaphor of the left and right hands serves as a powerful illustration. Just as our hands operate independently, our giving should similarly flow without conscious effort or anticipation of reward. This separation emphasizes seamless, automatic generosity, a gesture so natural it requires no acknowledgement or validation. It challenges us to make kindness an intrinsic aspect of our being. Even in their quietness, unseen acts of kindness possess transformative power. Such deeds, free from expectation or recognition, quietly ripple through lives, altering destinies without demanding attention. The simplicity and sincerity of these actions amplify their impact, often leaving indelible impressions invisible to the eye, yet resonating in the heart. The spiritual significance of discreet giving cannot be overstated. It aligns us with the divine nature of love and service, fostering an intimate connection with God's will. This approach prioritizes inner growth and transformation over external rewards, guiding us towards an authentic relationship with our spirituality. A pivotal aspect of this teaching is centering our giving around God's approval. By removing the layers of human validation, we shift our focus to divine acknowledgement. This shift enriches our spiritual lives, enabling us to experience the profound joy and fulfillment that comes from serving God faithfully. In this context, selflessness emerges as a crucial virtue. By committing to acts of generosity detached from desire for recognition, we embrace the essence of selflessness. This inward shift cultivates empathy and compassion, empowering us to uplift others and place collective good above self-interest. Imagine a world where quiet generosity becomes a cultural norm. Educational efforts play a pivotal role in promoting these values, fostering communities that thrive on humility and kindness. Here's where we break societal paradigms and champion sincere generosity as a foundation for positive change. Applying this principle in our daily lives involves thoughtful action. Consider performing anonymous acts of kindness within your community. Leave little tokens of appreciation, offer your services without acknowledgement, and prioritize empathy over visibility. Each act, however small, contributes towards a more compassionate world. Despite its merits, embracing discreet giving presents challenges. Societal norms and personal ego often resist this ideology. Visibility's allure can overshadow genuine intent, creating barriers rooted in misconception and habit. Acknowledging these difficulties is essential to navigating them. Various strategies can help overcome these challenges. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals and seeking spiritual guidance can reinforce this principle. By fostering reliance on inner convictions rather than external opinions, we empower ourselves to stay the course. Though mostly spiritual, discreet giving yields tangible psychological and emotional benefits. Studies indicate that acts of kindness reduce stress, increase happiness, and foster a sense of belonging. These effects underscore the multifaceted value of selfless service, enriching both giver and receiver. There are countless stories of individuals who have embraced silent generosity. Consider the philanthropist who funded entire scholarships anonymously, or the community member who regularly donates food to local shelters without seeking acknowledgement. Such stories inspire emulation, reinforcing the enduring impact of humility. In today's digital landscape, applying this teaching feels increasingly relevant. Social media constantly demands visibility and public acknowledgement. Navigating this terrain requires discernment and mindfulness, ensuring our actions align with spiritual principles over digital visibility. Aligning with this teaching sets the stage for profound inward growth. As we recalibrate our motivations, we cultivate authenticity and spiritual maturity. This transformation impacts not only personal lives, but also societal structures as communities rooted in humility coalesce to create meaningful change. Communities have the power to amplify these principles by promoting collective action. Local initiatives, such as anonymous donation drives or communal service projects, can strengthen bonds and instill values that transcend individual interests. To internalize this message, reflect on the following questions. Why do I give? How can I foster sincerity in my actions? What changes can I implement to align my life with this principle? Engage in discussions or journal your thoughts to delve deeper into the essence of sincerity. Develop a personal action plan for implementing this principle. Identify specific opportunities to practice secret giving and ensure consistency through small, daily commitments. Embrace each action as a step towards personal transformation. Prayer offers powerful reinforcement when aligning actions with intent. Incorporate prayer to seek guidance and strength, asking for the resolve to maintain humility. This spiritual practice bolsters your resolve, enabling lasting change. Celebrate the success stories of individuals who have lived by this principle. Their transformations reinforce the power of discreet giving and encourage emulation. Experience their joy and fulfillment, inspired by their journey of spiritual growth. One small act of secret giving can instigate a ripple effect, impacting countless lives. This effect transcends visible bounds, extending silently but powerfully through communities, creating a legacy of love and kindness rooted in humility. These values can be passed down, influencing future generations. Teach children the beauty of discreet giving through examples and role-playing. As they embrace these values, they perpetuate a legacy of quiet generosity. It's essential to address misconceptions about this teaching. Discreet giving doesn't undermine visible charity when overshadowed by sincere intent. Clarifying this distinction enables a balanced perspective that respects diverse expressions of generosity. Envision the long-term potential of a society rooted in this principle. A culture of humility and service can dismantle superficial hierarchies, creating inclusive communities devoted to collective well-being, each act a testament to silent love and compassion. In conclusion, Jesus' teaching in Matthew 6:3 offers timeless wisdom on the nature of true generosity. By encouraging discreet giving, it calls us to transcend performative acts and align our lives with compassion and humility. This guide illuminates a path of heartfelt service, promising inward transformation and spiritual growth. Let us take immediate steps to embrace this principle. Engage in anonymous acts of kindness, support charities and initiatives prioritizing discretion, and advocate for communities reflecting these values. As we journey forward, let the silent partnership between our actions and spirituality nurture a legacy of selfless love. Each small gesture, done sincerely and quietly, contributes to a world where love and humility prevail, ushering an era of profound and united transformation.